Click play and call it work.
Hey everybody, Matthew and Quirk here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to episode 3 of Augustine's Station, a narrative Deathwatch campaign. Now, if this is the first of the campaign that you're watching, I suggest that you turn this off right now and go on to MiniWarGaming.com and go and watch the first 2 episodes. Because this is narrative, there's character progression, there's story progression, so jumping into it, you can totally do that if you want to. It's going to be a fun battle report either way, but it's always nice to know the background behind it. In this episode, we've obviously got Quirk and his Deathwatch team. We are splitting up the 3 guys for the next 2 episodes because obviously having all 3 of them in battle reports takes a long time. It took us a long time to film that first one. It ended up being a very long one, even though there's just 15 guys versus a lot of other ones, but still, it takes a long time. So rather than having every single battle report be that long, we're going to have a series of smaller ones, and then we'll probably intersperse or at least end with 1 or 2 combined battle reports with everybody in it. And so as usual, what's going to happen is we're going to have 2 battle reports today, 1 for free and 1 in the vault. The first one is going to feature Quirk, and then if everything goes according to schedule, because we haven't filmed it yet, but we're going to before you even watch this, the second one will feature Steve, and that'll be in the vault. So you can consider these parallel timelines. Like if you've ever read a book that follows characters in different locations, typically you'll read a chapter about some of the characters, and then the next chapter will jump over to seeing what the other ones are doing. And it's usually parallel timelines, sometimes it's not. And this will sometimes be parallel and sometimes not. I'll make sure that we're somewhat clear of the timelines. And I'll also go over the story in just a second. We'll start with the story time. But other than that, it's going to be 5-man Deathwatch team. There have been some modifications to the wound rules. You can kind of consider this as well a bit of a play test. And I will update the rules by the time you watch this. If you had seen a previous one and noticed that the rules in the PDF didn't quite match the rules we played, it's because we've updated the PDF to include, I saw basically how much experience everybody was gaining and how hard it was to kill the guys. It was hard to kill those Deathwatch guys, so I had to modify that a little bit to make it a little more killy, but not too much, because not that I want to kill everything, I just want to make sure it's the right amount of tension. Well, I do want to see guys die, but I don't necessarily want to just, I'm not trying to kill everybody, I'm just trying to make sure there's the right amount of tension. So you can consider this a bit of a play test, and maybe in the future we'll do more Deathwatch campaigns and we'll just reuse the rules, which will then be more polished by then as well. So let's jump right into it. Let's take a look at the story as of this point, and then play our scenario. First off, let's talk a bit about the story. Now, like I said, we're going to be doing each person individually, and the reason for that is because now that they have found the one artifact that the one guy is now wearing, which has toughened him up, they are starting to try to find traces of other ones, and so each of the Deathwatch squads is following different leads at different times. And so I'll go over what the other guys are following when we actually get to their stories. But in Quirk's case, he's actually following a lead that involves some orcs. There's a section of the station that was a residential area, and but it unfortunately had a little bit of a collision with a meteor, and that took off a chunk of it and opened the entire thing to the void, and everybody living there just got sucked out and died. They eventually erected a void shield to seal off the area, and so that pressurized it again, but nobody went to live there yet, and the whole thing's kind of malfunctioning. But the station is so huge that this is just a small little area, and the repair crews will eventually get there. In the meantime, some orcs have been given the rights to looting and salvaging it, and those rights for either, we don't know if they were obtained by actually asking the governor, or if by just punching out the guards that were in the way and going and claiming the right to the looting it. So the orcs have been there for some time, just looting the buildings, finding munitions or any other weapons that they can, and scrap metal and everything so they can just make some new toys. So the area has been a little transformed. Not only has been destroyed a bit from the meteor colliding with it, but the orcs have been there. And the orcs being there haven't really been helping with the instability problems of the location. So the void shield sometimes flickers, which obviously can cause some pressurization issues. There is random explosions or electrical problems that just all of a sudden electrocute a bunch of people nearby. But the orcs they're up to the challenge, being led by a bunch of different mechs and one big mech in particular. But the reason that Quirk's Deathwatch squad has come here in particular is because they're actually trying to hunt down a Weirdboy. Olodog is his name, the Weirdboy Olodog. And he has been, according to their sources and their information, he either has information or is somehow linked to this whole Jewel of Ymir thing. And as they approach the location, the one squad member, do you remember his name? That has Kratos, who actually has worn the jewel, which is a jewel, which is making him stronger. When he gets there, he can actually feel a bit of the presence of maybe another one of these artifacts, or maybe the Jewel of Ymir itself. And so they feel that they're on the right track coming here. And so now Quirk's objective is to hunt down this Weirdboy and to either capture him or kill him or find whatever information they can. But unfortunately, they have to go through a lot of other orcs to get to him. So let's take a look at the board and the rules for this scenario. Here is the section of town, or of the station that we are fighting in. This black area over here represents the void, or out into space. And so there's literally a big void shield erected right here that is keeping the atmosphere inside of here. And it's doing a fairly decent job. Every once in a while it doesn't work as well as it should. We've got a ton of orcs infesting this area, and you can see they've already torn down buildings, they've erected scaffolding, and they're tearing apart vehicles and hauling them over here. We've got a mech shop right here with a big mech, and then he's got some other mechs kind of scavenge around. And we have some ludas. Now, something that you notice, Quirk, when you get here, is these ludas look a little tougher than the average luda. What are you smiling about?
Where are you going with this, man?
Oh, I'm just saying, they look a little tougher, so keep that in mind when you start to fire at them. That they look like they've been enlarged a bit, maybe closer to the size of a knob. But we'll just have to wait and see. And there's our weird boy. He's very weird. He looks different than normal weird boys. Olodog. And he's currently in a conversation with the big mech, and he's got his orc knob and mega armor bodyguard. And then we've just got guys sprinkled throughout. We got Burna Boys here just kind of torching this place now that they've looted it, because they just like to do that. We got Ludas with a mech here just working on pulling stuff apart. We've got Ork Boys in squads of 5, some with power claw knobs and some without. More Burnas. We've got a Def Copta, but more like just a regular jet bike looking one. More Ludas up here. A little truck, or not truck, the war buggy or war track. And just more guys sprinkled throughout. And Quirk is going to have first turn automatically, and he automatically comes in from reserve, and this is his table edge. He doesn't have any infiltrators or outflankers or deep strikers, so he's just going to walk on turn 1, open fire, and see what happens. And in the end, that is his objective, is to go after the weird boy. We have a special chart that we are going to use, and Quirk is going to grab, no, it's right behind you. And at the beginning of each turn, we're going to roll on a table to see what kind of effects happen. And this is everything from power surges to hull quakes and explosions to the void shield actually partially collapsing. And we're going to have a grid to determine locations where this happens. And so this could be incredibly deadly or maybe not. And it could be deadly even to the Deathwatch squad as well. So we're just going to jump right into this, go into Deathwatch turn 1. Obviously not random turns because there's only 2 players.
Prometheus is going to come in 6 inches to right there.
Start burning even some guys.
That's the plan. Kratos is going to come in right there. And after reconsidering everything else on the board, I'm going to put everybody else right up here. So we got Dante, Warden, and Virgil.
So you're hoping that is it Kratos the salamander?
Prometheus.
Prometheus is salamander. Of course, Prometheus. You're hoping that he'll be able to hold his own all the way over there?
I think so.
He's a salamander after all.
Rolling for warp charges for my psychic phase.
You get D3, so 1 plus your 1.
Yeah, so I'm at 2.
And Olodog is a level 2 Weird Boy Psyker, and so I have 3 warp charges.
Gotta throw both at Prescience. I'm getting it with 1.
You failed. Prescience needs 2.
Oh, it is. Right, never mind. Prometheus is gonna fire his Flamer template, and I think I just catch the 1.
No, you got 2.
No? Okay.
Heavy Flamer.
And 2's to wound.
Shred.
Shred.
Well, yeah. Reroll because he's a salamander. So 2 dead. And that gives him 2 experience.
Kratos is going to fire his Stormbolter into this unit of Ork Boys. 3's to hit, but he has Doesn't matter. I got him. 3's to wound.
4's to wound.
Oh, right. They're toughness.
This is their orcs.
Yep.
And that just kills 2 of them. They're not rocking heavy armor, so they only got 6 up saves.
Then Dante's going to fire his plasma pistol at the only one that's in range. So that Ork boy there. 3 to hit. And 2 to wound.
Dead. Experience for him.
Then Warden is going to fire his bolt pistol at that Ork boy there. 3 to hit. No.
Oh.
And then Virgil's going to fire his Stormbolter at the same unit. Those 2.
He gets 2 hits, 2 kills. That's
Nope.
a miss already.
Nope.
Oh. And morale testing these 3 guys, leadership 7. They fail it, but they've got mob rule, which won't help 3 guys without a character, so they're going to run. And they go towards, these 2 table edges are the Orcs table edge, so they run off. And then these 2 as well, leadership 7, and they make it, so they hold. And no assaults, because you just came in from reserve. Even though it's just turn 1 reserves, it still comes in from reserve. So we're now going to go into Orcs, turn 1. I feel kind of embarrassed we forgot this very first turn, so we're going to do it twice right now. And for the first one, your Deathwatch will just be unaffected from it. So it was your turn for the first one, so why don't you roll it?
Okay.
2d6. 8. So Hullquake, D3 plus 2 locations, dangerous terrain roll, 10-inch blast. No scatter.
Ooh.
How many locations? D3 plus 2? We got 3. We're randomizing locations by using a grid system that starts roughly, we go to the 7.5-inch mark, and we add 3 inches per D10. So we're rolling 2 D10s, one for the X-axis, one for the Y-axis. So we start at 7.5 inches. Let's say we roll 2, we'd go 3 inches twice, so 6 inches. And do the same thing for the other way. It kind of centers it a bit more and just gives us an impartial judge as to how this happens. And then the specific damage itself will tell you if it scatters further. First one lands right here, just clipping the big mech with dangerous terrain. He's fine. Second one is right here, but the Deathwatch are unaffected by this because this would have happened before they came on. And then we have another one centered on that middle Luda, so we'll hit all 3 Ludas. The bike, does the Kilocan get hit?
No.
Probably not, no. So 3 Ludas and the bike. 3 Ludas, they're fine. And the bike, also fine. So it didn't do any damage. Whenever we forget to do something, I notice that 99 times out of 100, the dice will just have it actually do nothing. So now we'll roll on the Orcs' turn, so I get to roll this, so before they actually do anything. 9. Explosion! So this is D3 plus 3 locations. Scatters 2d6, large blast, strength 5, AP 3. Any locations? 4 in total. So the first one's right here. Scatters 2d6 inches. Over 7. And that hits 2 Burnas. Wounds them on 3s. So 1 dies. This is not part of any phase, so it doesn't cause morale checks. Right here for the second one, scattering. Direct hit. Hits a Luda and a regular boy. Regular boy on a 3. He's fine. And a Luda on a 3. Takes a wound. That's right. It turns out that these Ludas are tougher than normal, and they have 2 wounds each. Weird.
That's so weird. That's not in the Codex.
Third location is right here, and it's going to scatter 2d6 inches. Redirect hit. So it hits the guy in mega armor. Wounds him on a 3. No. And the last one's going right here and scatters. Back 9 inches. And lands over there and does no damage. So a little bit of damage done. Killed a burner boy. Took a wound off a Luda. The boys are moving up. The burners will go in difficult terrain, so only moving 3 inches of their 6. And these burners will line up to try to toast a salamander. They might get a little frustrated. But the bike's going to help them. So that might do a bit more damage. And this one will hop up on top of the big mech shop. Mech with his custom Mega Blast will move up. And these boys are going to make their way over. And the weird boy as well, and the big mech. And the Mega Armor Knob is not going to miss out on this action. These boys will round this corner, going after the noise of the burning heavy flamer. The Kilocan. Or, yeah, Kilocan will come over here. And more boys! So these boys will foot slog it through the alleyway The war track will go at cruising speed. This one loot is going to move. The other ones are just going to turn on the spot so they all can see. Psychic phase, I've got 2 warp charges plus D3, so I've got 4 in total, and you've got 3. I'm going to manifest Frazzle, which is a strength 6 AP3 small blast, warp charge 1. And I get it with 2, so you could stop it, and I am targeting close to your Psyker, and so basically you get your +1, so 5 up to stop it. Oh, and you stopped it!
Yay!
Shooting phase, these looters are going to fire D3 shots each. 1 each, so 3 shots. You're going to try to target down your apothecary. So 3 shots hitting on 5s. Nothing. The Mech's custom Mega Blast does a single shot, gets hot, hitting on 5s. Nothing. Let's put a twin-linked rocket launcher into your apothecary, hitting on 5s. Twin-linked. Oh, nothing. Same thing from the other one. Hits on a 5. Come on. No, nothing. And 2 boys will put some sluggers into the apothecary as well, hitting on 5s. Wow, okay. Not a single hit yet. Burners are not in range, so they're just going to run 3 inches. Remember, in the Heralds of Ruin kill team, you run 6 inches, and you don't roll for difficult terrain, you just have your distance over difficult terrain. Those 3 looters are going to target the librarian, because not all 3 of them can see the apothecary. D3 shots each. 1! So 2 at 5+ and 1 snap firing. Nothing. Custom Mega Blasta from the mech into the librarian as well, hitting on 5s, gets hot. Hey, we got a hit! 2's the wound. That's a wound. No feel, no pain, because it's AP2 strength 8, but you are going to get 4 up cover.
Please make this.
Yay!
Oh.
So 2 wounds, because it's instant. Gonna run the big mech, so he's going 2 inches and 1 more, because 3 inches total. Run these boys 6 inches. Flat out the war track 12 inches because it's fast. These boys will run as well 6 inches, and the Mega Knob in power armor is going to come as well. Sorry, he's got slow and purposeful. 3 flamers. Now you're going to get a 4 up feel no pain from this because you're a salamander. 4s to wound. 2 wounds.
3 up armor. And 4 up feel no pain.
Oh, still got through. And twin-link rocket launcher into Prometheus as well. 5s to hit. Oh, we got a hit and 2s to wound. That's a wound. So that knocks him down to 0 wounds. So we got to... No, don't take him off. Oh, you're knocking him down. I'm like, what are you doing taking him off? And now we roll on the new wound table. Roll on the table. Oh, major wounds. So he takes 2 wound tokens. But then Quirk reminded me that he's tough, because everybody in your squad is tough now except for your apothecary, right?
Yep.
So that's down to 3, so minor wounds. So he only gets 1 wound token. Well, he's in trouble because he's gone to ground, which means he won't be able to fire his flamer or charge or get away. And he's all by himself. And this squad is going to run 6 inches coming through the alleyway. And these 3 looters will all fire at the librarian way across the table. D3 shots each. 3 shots each. There. 9 shots hitting on 5s. Ooh, we got a few hits there.
Ooh.
2s to wound. 4 wounds.
3 up armor save. And a 5 up feel no pain.
Oh, experience for your apothecary. Killer Can's gonna run. And this squad of boys is gonna run. That poor salamander. End of Orks turn 1. The librarian's down to 1 wound from 1 stray shot. And unfortunately, Prometheus has been minorly wounded, but he's been knocked down from a rocket launcher straight to his face. And now that he's down, his flamer won't be as useful as it could be. And he's all alone too, as a lot of orcs are closing in on his position. Can he survive the orc horde? Can this kill squad over here start to push their way through? Let's find out in Deathwatch, turn 2. He'll stand up, but unfortunately has to snap fire this turn.
Starting off, I'm going to have Kratos actually go 6 inches into this crate. Right there. Then Dante's going to move up, as well as Warden's going to go in behind here. And then Virgil is going to go right next to Dante. Psychic phase, warp charges, I get... Ooh, 3.
So 4 in total, and I get 5.
Okay, gotta go for prescience here, throwing all 4.
You got it. Can I get 2 6+s? No. So that's a 3-inch bubble. So it catches all 4 of those guys, and they all get rerolls.
Gonna have Kratos see if there's anything in that box there.
A 4+. No, we don't get to use the fancy new random item generator that I programmed.
Virgil's going to fire his Storm Bolter into these 2 boys there.
Now, I should point out in the Heralds of Ruin kill team rules, if you totally kill something, you can choose to redirect a charge at something else that's within 3 inches of what you killed if you pass a leadership test.
Hitting on 3s. And
4s.
Prescience.
Oh, and prescience, that's right.
Oh.
No, it didn't help. And then force to wound. It'll kill 1.
Yep.
That's an experience as it kills the nearest.
Dante's going to fire his plasma pistol.
Yeah, which one? The front squad or the second squad?
The front squad. Just try and get rid of that last guy there. Needing a 3. Got it.
And a 2.
Got it.
Brrr! What about Warden?
I'm not sure what Warden's going to do, because if I kill that Ork, it makes this charge a little bit more difficult. And I already have to pass the leadership check to make it.
There's a mech right behind him. But then he can't charge the boys. You probably want him to charge the boys.
I kind of do. So starting off, I'm going to actually have Kratos go for the first charge here from there.
Oh, I forgot something first. If a unit or a model, a full unit or individual model that's his own unit dies, anything else within 3 inches takes a pinning test. So that's a Heralds of Ruin kill team special rule. Pinning check on these 5, they're not pinned, and it's only 3 inches, so nobody else is affected. The assault phase. So who's charging who?
I'm going to have Kratos go for the first charge.
Against these. So they'll overwatch, and then anybody within 3 inches can overwatch as well. So the 5 Ork boys, hitting on 6s and wounding on 4s. That's a wound.
3 up.
He's fine. And then we'll do the custom Mega Blasta, hitting on a 6. Nope. And then the Ludas are within 3 inches, so they get D3 shots each. So 9 Overwatch shots. 6s. We got 1 hit, 2s to wound. That's a wound.
3 up armor. And 5 up feel no pain.
Yeah, 5 up. Hey. Oh, experience for the apothecary. Then you need a 4-inch charge. 6. You got it.
Get in there with your shiny new Void Blade.
That's right. It's a Void Blade with instant death.
Instant death monster hunter.
That's right. Not going to help you much here with the instant death for this little fight, but it could help you other places. These guys.
I'm going to have Dante go for the charge now.
Did he fired at the other squad?
Yes.
So he's got to do a leadership test first. And he's good. So then roll for your charge distance. And he's at 7 inches. He's good. So he'll charge the same squad. Who's next?
I'm going to have Virgil try it now.
So leadership test because he fired at the other squad. And then charge distance. 7 inches. And that does get him in.
And then Warden's going to charge. Didn't shoot at anything, so I don't have to do a leadership check.
So how far is his charge? 8 inches. So that probably won't get in a base contact, but because of the Heralds of Ruin kill team rules, he can just go and provide a single supporting attack.
Which is all I need. So starting off, I'm going to have Kratos attack. With the charge, it's 3 attacks.
With his Void Blade.
Hitting on 4s.
Reroll thanks to prescience.
Ooh.
So that'll really help this assault. And then it's just strength user. So just 4s to wound.
Yep.
So 1 dead. But he's insta-killed. So 1 experience.
Then 1 attack from Warden here.
It's only 1 because he's not in base contact and he's not part of a squad.
4. Nope.
Prescience.
Right. Nope.
Still no. The Librarian with his Force Staff.
Hitting on 4s.
Prescience.
There we
you
go.
That's 2 hits thanks to prescience. And then wounding on 2s, right?
Yes.
Plus 2 strength. Oh. He only kills 1! And then the Orks get to go before the Power Fist. So they're going to pile in. This one here, 1 on the Librarian. And I'll put another 1 on the Librarian. So 2 attacks. Sorry. It'll be 6 attacks on the Librarian. Hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Charge, so 5s to wound. No wounds. The 3 on your champion. 4s to hit. And is he toughness 5? So
Yep.
6s to wound. Oh, they get 2 5s. So no wounds. And then you get your champion hitting back with his Power Fist, hitting on, is he weapon skill 5 or is he just 4 still?
Just 4s.
Alright, so 4s to hit. But re-rolling, which you really want because he's a Power Fist. There you go. So 2 hits, 2s to wound, and 2 more die. So you win combat by 4 plus a charge. So they lose by 5. So they need to roll double 1. Do they do it? Nope. But they have mob rule, so a 1 will keep them in combat. Oh! That's good for you.
I'm happy.
Because then I can't shoot at you. It's actually really good for you. One guy holding everybody in combat. While everybody else is like,
Oh, we want to shoot at him. Why can't we shoot our own boys? We should be allowed to, but we're not.
End of Deathwatch turn 2, they came up and killed 4 orc boys. Oh no, 6 orc boys. And then got stuck in combat. What? What's that look?
We forgot the table.
Oh, frick. Let's do it right now. Okay, roll the table. 6. Power Surge. So D3 plus 2 locations take a haywire large blast. Locations? Just 3. First hit is right here. Scatters only D6 inches though. Direct hit hits nothing. Second one hits here. Could scatter into some burnos, but doesn't. And the last one's right here. And goes back 5 and does nothing. Okay, so see, since we forgot, it did nothing. So end of Deathwatch turn 2, they came up and killed 6 boys and got stuck in combat, which will really help them because then next turn they'll be able to start to finally engage everybody. Although it also means that they're going to be engaged as the Mega Knob comes in, but it'll save them from a lot of Strength 8 AP3 shots coming at their faces. So let's jump now into Orks, turn 2. I remember the table this time. And we get an 8, which is just the Hallquake. That's the Dangerous Terrain 10-inch blast. How many locations? D3 plus 2, 5 locations. First one was right here. Hits the Killican, the Ludas, the Mech, and the Mega Armored Knob. Ludas, no wounds. Mech, it's fine. Ork, Mega Armor, takes a wound, but 2 plus save. Oh, he takes a wound. Down to 1. And the Killican is immobilized on a 1. He's fine. Second one's right here, so it hits a circle like this. It hits the Death Copta first, Dangerous Terrain is fine, then it hits the Ork with Mega Armor again. He's fine, and it hits the Mech inside of the drop pod. He's fine. And we're really hitting in the middle here. I got another hit right here, which hits a Luda, hits our Weirdboy, hits the Death Copta, the Ork and Mega Armor again, and then 1 Luda over here in the Mech. 1 Luda is fine, the other Luda is fine, the Mech takes a wound, he's got a 6-up save though. Oh, he saves, and then we got the Ork and Mega Armor. It's fine, and the Death Copta. Also fine. Next one hits right here, hits 3 of your Deathwatch guys, and the boy they're in combat with. Uh-oh, if it kills that boy, we'll be able to fire at you. 3 Ludas and this big Mech. The boy you're in combat with. No, he's fine. The 3 Ludas, also fine. The big Mech, fine.
Warden?
No.
Fine.
Yeah, your Librarian, so Virgil.
Virgil?
Also fine, and then your Champion.
Dante. Also
Everybody's fine. And the last one hits right here, which hits this whole combat. The Ork. Oh, he's fine.
Warden? It's fine. Dante? It's fine. Virgil? It's fine.
That's good, he's down to 1 wound.
And Kratos. Is
Okay.
fine.
Over here. Gonna move in. Hi. And in case that's not enough. And in case those aren't enough. Or the Ork and Mega Armor, or Mega Knob. And the big Mech with his Power Claw. These Ludas will step aside. These boys will advance. And just moving other guys around. And the Kilcan! Psychic Phase, you know what? I can't use any of my powers because they're all Witchfires. The only targets I have are in combat right now, so I'm not even gonna roll for it. Shooting Phase, I'm gonna start with 3 Flamers. 4s to wound. Oh, not 1. And then we've got 4 Sluggas. 5s. Oh, 2 hits. Followed by 4s to wound. 1 wound. 3-up save or you're knocked down. Oh, no!
Rolling on the chart.
So that's 3 plus 1 wound marker, but minus 2.
So it's 2.
Down to 2. So it's just minor wounds. Another wound marker. But no Overwatch, which is what he really needed to survive this. And 3 of these guys will fire at him. 5s and 4s. You're good. And the Death Copta, which would be an insta-killing wound. 5s to hit. Twin linked. Oh, it's a hit. 2's to wound.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Ah.
5 up cover though. 4 up. You've gone to ground.
Yes. Doesn't matter.
Oh no, 2 wounds. So we're going to roll them one at a time. The first one will be plus 2 wound tokens, minus 2 tough. So just whatever you roll. 2, so it's minor wounds, so it brings them up to 3. So the second roll is going to be plus 1, because they got 3 minus 1. 2, so it's 2 minor wounds. Now he's up to 4, so it's getting dangerous. So we're going to charge the big mech, and then the power armor, or the mega armor. Oh! I think that's a fail. Oh, here we go. So we get to reroll one of these. That's 7 inches. So now he's definitely in. And the mech, 7 inches. He's in as well, and I think that's all I can do for now. Into this fight, you get to stand up and swing first with only 2 attacks. If you can somehow kill 2 of these and I don't hurt you at all, then you'll win combat, because I get plus 1 for the charge because of the Heralds of Ruin kill team. Do you think you can do that?
I really hope so.
Yeah, so 2 4s and then 2 4s.
Alright.
Nope.
Oh, I'm off to a bad start.
1 hit, winning on a 4.
Hey.
1 win though, 6 up. And 1 dies before it can swing. Then I get 6 attacks from the other 2. Hitting on 4s. Uh-oh. Serious charge, so winning on 4s. 2 wounds, 3 up saves.
Please don't die.
Oh, he's alive! Tie combat! We got this fight right here. Now, one thing we forgot is there's a black shield. Kratos has... No, not Kratos.
Warden.
Has fear. And so we've got to roll for a fear test for each of these guys. We'll start with our boy. He's fine. We got our big mech. He's not fine? Or is he? Leadership 8.
He's leadership 8, I believe.
I'll check. He is 8, but everybody else is 7. So we got our mech at 7. Oh, he's afraid. We got the mega knob. He's not afraid.
Starting off, I'm going to go with Virgil. He's going to attack this boy here. He has prescience still as well as preferred enemy, so hopefully this helps out.
It kills him, yeah.
So 4s.
Reroll.
Hey, there we go. And then preferred enemy.
Yeah, so 4s to wound. Oh, that's it.
Yep.
1 wound, 6 up to save. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's actually 2's to wound.
Yep.
So you kill him.
Okay. And Kratos is going to, whoop, as my arm gets stuck on the building here, move into 3 and try and attack this
Mech.
2 attacks hitting on 4s. Hey.
Ooh, no prescience needed.
And
it's a power weapon essentially. So 4s to wound.
That'll do
2
it.
wounds. It kills him. So that's another experience for him.
And next up, we got Warden attacking the big mech, hitting on 4s. Hey, there we go. And wounding on 4s.
Oh! Woohoo! 6 up saves, otherwise he's dead. Oh, he kills him! 2 wounds. That's 2 experience and 1 less power claw to maul through the squad. Oh, it's not going to insta-kill you.
Nope.
He's strength 9 against your toughness 5, because I'm going up against your champion here. We're going to show the power of the champion. Got 4 attacks from the Mega Knob onto your champion, who can strike back at the same time.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s, 3 hits. 2's to wound, ignoring your armor, so that's 3 wounds, but you've got an apothecary nearby with 5+, and you have Iron Hands, so you're 4 up. Feel no pain?
Yep.
Oh! 2 experience for your apothecary. He's down to 3 wounds, and he gets to punch him back with his power fist.
Pressing his power fist, hitting on 3, so he's weapon skill 5.
Oh, he's weapon skill 5.
He is. And
Did you upgrade his weapon skill?
Nope, it's the champion has 5.
Okay.
But prescience.
Good thing.
There
All
we
right,
go.
and then he only has 1 wound left.
Wounding on 2s.
There you go.
Nice.
So you won that fight handily, so all 4 of those guys get to consolidate. And then consolidation. And they've moved closer. They're about to have some fun here. Poor Salamander Prometheus is all outnumbered. I bet he would wish to be with this squad right now. But no, let's see what happens. So an eventful orc turn, knocking down Prometheus, poor Prometheus, who's all by himself, who's getting basically tackled by a lot of orcs over there. He did hold off, he survived, but he's not doing too well. This squad right here is doing perfectly fine. The Virgil, the librarian, the Lexicanum, has taken a couple wounds from an earlier turn, and the champion did take a power claw to the face, and actually the apothecary is able to mend his wounds rather quickly, but not all of them, so the champion is wounded. But these 4 Deathwatch guys are about to pile in to a bunch of orcs. Let's see how much damage they can do as we go into Deathwatch, turn 3. Rolling on the damage table. 7. We're still rolling low. This is the Hull Quake again. That's the dangerous terrain rolls. 3+2. So we've got 4 locations. First one goes over there and hits 2 of the boys. And nothing. Second one. And that one lands smack dab in the middle of the Deathwatch squad, but also hits some other guys too. Hits 2 boys and a Luda. 2 boys and the Luda.
Warden is fine. Dante is fine. Virgil.
Uh-oh! He's only got a wound left.
And 3 up. He's okay. And then we've got Kratos. Oh! And he's fine.
Okay. Third one hits here and hits nobody. And then we have another Quake over here hitting 2 more boys. Ones? No, they're fine. Wow, this dangerous terrain's really not hurting anybody.
Starting off, I'm going to have Virgil fire off his combat doctrine.
Which one?
This will be the tactical doctrine.
So it'll work in both assault and shooting. He gets it, and then he makes an aura of 6 inches that if they pass a leadership test, they get it as well. So leadership 9 for each of them.
So for Dante.
Oh no! Good start.
Okay. For Kratos, he gets it, and then for Warden.
Also not your champion.
No.
Oh, he could have used it.
Yes.
What you gonna do, man?
I'm gonna have Dante come over here. He's gonna try and rip open this Killacan.
I think he can with the Power Fist. Although he failed his combat doctrines.
Then Kratos is gonna come up here and try and deal with these Ludas.
Well, with an instant death entropic strike Void Blade, I think he can.
Warden is going to go right here just to kind of maintain that bubble. And then Virgil is going to come right up here. Psychic Phase, 1 for warp charges. I get...
Oh, just 2.
Just 2. That Prescience.
Need 2 4+.
Hey!
Got it, and I get 3 dice. Need 2 6s. No, so you get it off. And does that get everybody? Let's double check. And unfortunately, it's just out of range for your champion. So no combat doctrines and no prescience for him.
Starting off, Dante's going to fire his plasma pistol into the front of the kill can. Needing a 3 to hit. Ooh.
Miss.
I'm going to have Kratos shoot at the Ludas.
Stormbolter.
Hitting on 3s.
With prescience.
Thank goodness.
And combat doctrines.
Oh.
I guess he didn't really need the combat doctrines when you cast prescience as well. And then he's winning on 4s.
There we go.
And that's just a wound. But as we know, all Ludas have 2 wounds each in this scenario. I want to point that out. You keep smiling when I say that.
Yep.
Is there some sort of inside joke that I'm missing?
I don't know. Maybe. Then I'm going to have Virgil shoot at these boys. Hitting on 3s.
Prescienced and combat doctrined.
There we go.
And then wounding on 4s. It's a wound, so no save. Preferred enemy is just on 1s.
Okay. And I'm going to have Warden try and shoot that Nod with the power clock, because that's kind of scary.
Won't be able to kill it though, he's only got 1 shot. Hits, wounds on a 4. And he wounds him. Down to a wound. Actually, I'm going to lookout stir that. Power up. Not lookout stir. Into the assault phase.
So starting off, I will have Dante assault the Killacan.
I will overwatch with the Scorcha and also with these Ludas. First D3 hits, so 2 hits. And 5s to wound because you are toughness 5. Nothing. And then the Ludas, D3 shots each, 2 each, so 6 shots. 6s to hit, 1 hit, wounding on a 2. That's a wound. Armor. Whew. Oh, you're alright. You're within 2 inches, so we don't have to roll this charge.
Grr.
That's right. And thankfully for you, the kill can is only strength 7 AP2, so no instant killing.
And then I'm going to have Kratos assault these Ludas.
And they will overwatch, and so will the twin-linked rocket launcher. Let's start with the twin-linked rocket launcher, just for fun. 6s to hit, twin-linked. No. Ludas, D3 shots each, 1 each. So 3 shots, hitting on 6s. Watch this knock him out. No. And he's in, no problem. Who's next?
Let's have Virgil assault these Orks.
They'll overwatch, and so will the twin-linked... Oh, wait, no, he's a vehicle. He can't overwatch. For Sluggers, nothing. You could fail this charge.
Like that?
Maybe. Just barely in. It was like 2.9 inches. What about your champion? What does he want to do? Sorry, your apothecary.
I'm going to have him...
Does he want to maintain the bubble?
He kind of does, so he's going to help out with this combat.
Let's charge the Ludus just to maintain the... So go ahead and roll the distance. Yeah. No. He says... Oh, actually, no. He can go into base contact with the...
Kratos.
With Kratos. Can Prometheus survive this combat?
4s to hit.
Kind of wants to hide behind the corner.
Ah!
Nope. And I've got 4 attacks hitting on 4s. Ooh, 3 hits. And these are power weapons this time, because I didn't fire them this turn, so I can use each turn I can choose one of the profiles. So they're AP 3, but only strength 3. So 5s. Oh no! I think he's dead, but let's check. So you get +2 to the first one because -2 for being tough. Okay, he's out of the fight. And that gives him 4 more wound tokens, so it brings him up to 8. But we still resolve the other 2.
Oh.
So the second one is also 4 more wound tokens, and the third one, yeah, this guy is dead.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring him up to 16 wound tokens.
4, 8, 6, yeah, 16.
So 16. You're going to get -4 if you win this. That'll bring you down to 14. Sorry, down to 12. If you roll double 1 on your death chart at the end of the game, he'll live.
Okay.
Okay, but that's only if you win this mission, because you get a -1 for winning the mission. So just take him out.
Come on, buddy.
And so you win this mission and double 1,
and he doesn't.
and he stays alive with major wounds. And then I consolidate 5 inches. Oh, I think you'll feel better on this side, though.
I hope so.
Where do you want to start?
Start off here. I want to rip that open.
Okay, initiative 1 on both ends. Actually, Kilcan's initiative 2. It's not unwieldy, and it's a vehicle anyways, so it wouldn't have mattered. So we got 2 attacks in on 5s, because I'm only left in skill 2. Okay, 2 hits, wounding on 2s. 1 wound, AP 2, but you've got the Feel No Pain of the Apothecary nearby, and your Iron Hand, so 4+. Point for the Apothecary! Woohoo! And then your 3 attacks with no prescience, no tactical doctrines, hitting on 3s. Okay, you should be okay. He's got 2 hull points, though. So you're looking at strength 8 against armor 11, so 3s to glance. Pen! So you might blow it up. So just roll them both. Any 6s will blow it up. It does explode. How far does it explode? 1 inch, so it just hits you and wounds you on a 5. No, you're fine. So 2 experience for killing the Kilcan. Consolidate. Where's it going? Before he gets shot to death.
1 inch.
Oh. Hey, he's got Artificer armor. Everybody, all the good shooting's AP 3, so he'll be fine.
Go 1 inch that way. Get closer to those looters.
Combat with the looters next. You're initiative 4 in both cases, so and you can pile in your champion or your apothecary to actually get his full attacks.
Let's do that. Apothecary attacking, 3 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Now, hold on. Fear test, because that will be another hit if I fail at leadership 7. Failed it, so you got 2 hits, because your Black Shield Apothecary is scary to me.
He's very scary.
And you're wounding only on 4s, though. 1 wound, 6 up save. Saved. He does nothing. Not so scary. Sorry, we should re-roll your other hit from your champion, too, because you had prescience on him. That's another hit, wounding on a 4.
No.
Not wounding, though. But what about Kratos? Hitting on 4s, prescience. Okay, he's just strength user, but he's instant death with all of these. So 4s to wound. Oh! He wipes out the squad single-handedly, getting 6 experience for himself. His Ludas are 2 wounds each in this scenario. And then consolidating 2 inches, and then 4 inches is what you rolled. And then your librarian, he is a character. Does he want to issue a challenge?
Yes.
It's the first time it's actually come up. And that way, the first thing you kill is the knob. And if the knob doesn't accept, then he doesn't get to attack. So it's a win-win situation. So the knob will accept.
3 attacks.
Hitting on 4s with prescience. And then you're wounding on 2s. Yeah, you're going to kill him, no problem.
Yeah.
Probably 2 others as well. He's got preferred enemy too. So wounding on 2s, re-rolling. 3 dead. So that's 4 experience. And the last orc is too far away to fight. So you win that combat by 4 because of the charge plus 3 wounds. Leadership down to 3. Fails. 1, I stay. Nope, mob rule does not help. So let's see if you sweep and advance me. My initiative plus 5. Ooh, I might get away. You're 4 plus 3. So I actually get away. It's 3 plus 5 is 8. So I'm initiative 3, right?
2.
Oh, I'm only 2. That's right. So you got him. So that's another experience.
Yay.
Consolidate. 2 inches. The Olo dog is right in front of you. You notice actually as you look at him that he's wearing a similar pendant around his neck, although it's got a different symbol on it than the one that is being worn by Kratos.
Yep.
Kratos has it right now.
And it will not die for Dante. Hey, look at that.
He gets his wound back. End of Deathwatch turn 3. Good amount of damage there. Killed a Killican, a group of Ludas, and a group of boys with a knob with a power claw. And they are now facing Weirdboy Oladog. But there is some strong firepower right behind them, including 6 Ludas and a bunch of Twin Link rockets, and even a custom Mega Blasta as well. And so let's see if these Orks can put up a good fight at this point. And rolling on the environmental table thing, just a boring power surge. And we've got 4 locations. It's a strength 3 haywire, but it scatters d6. No, nothing. Second one, no, it's not hitting anything. Next one, nice and close to that war track. And it will go 5 inches. And we'll miss it. And last one's here, which is not within 6 inches of anything it could hurt. We got our weird boy's gonna go right here. He's got the Killbolt Psychic Power, which is Warp Charge 2, but it's an 18-inch beam, strength 10 AP2. So you got yourself lined up nicely for that. And you know, these are guys are just gonna move back a little bit. They don't need to be that close. And this one will pop down. Burnos will move up, trying to take advantage of how lined up you are right now. 2 squads of boys that were hunting down that salamander will now come after the rest of your guys. And the Death Copter. These Ludas are going to move over. They're going to have to snap fire, but they would need better line of sight for next turn. Psychic Phase. I need a lot of warp charges. This is Warp Charge 2. So I get 2 plus 3, 5, and you get 4. Killbolt, Warp Charge 2. I got 2, and since you have a Psyker in there, you got a 5-up deny. Can you get 2 5-ups?
Nope.
Oh, and it goes off. So obviously, we have a line that hits each of your guys, and none of my own. It goes 18 inches. So these are going to wound each of your guys on 2s, all insta-killing, because you don't have Eternal Warrior on anybody anyways. And Apothecary just won't even be used. So start with your Lexicanum Virgil, who's already down to 1 wound, wounding him on a 2+. Yep, he's down. He's rolling the table, but he's tough. So he takes no wound tokens, and he just has 1 wound again, but he is knocked down. But we do a second one, so you actually got to roll twice, because there's 2 wounds done. And the second one is down to 2, so that's a minor wound, so 1 wound token. Then moving on, wounding him on a 2. That's 2 wounds on him. And Kratos, 2 wounds on him. Oh. And your champion, wounding on a 2. He takes 2 wounds as well. Down to 2. And then my Burna boys in the shooting phase are going to fire. We're going to hit 3 of your guys. I guess I have to have one of the guys targeted, but let me just see who I can cover. So he can hit these 2 or these 2. So I'm gonna target him, and so I just have to cover him once. So we're gonna hit all 3 once, and these 2 guys twice. Start with your Apothecary, wounding him on 4s. 1 wound.
And 3 up. He's good.
Fine. Kratos, the Imperial Fist. 1 wound on him.
3 up. He's good.
And your champion, I can never remember his name.
Oh, Dante.
Dante, that's
just
right.
took 1.
Oh, yeah, he only took 1. 5s to wound him. Oh, we got it. 2+ save, though, and feel no pain.
Got it.
He's fine. Now we're going to try to kill this Librarian. So, Twin Link Rocket Launcher into the Librarian. 5s to hit. Oh, 2s to wound. 6-up cover save because you've gone to ground. Nope, 2 more wounds. So -1 to the first roll. Oh, those are major wounds, I think?
Yup.
So that brings them up to 3. So then +1 to the second roll from the instant death. 3, so that's a minor wound, so it brings him up another 1. And that tough is really helping you. He'd probably be dead by now. Another Twin Link Rocket Launcher into the Lexicanum. Hit. 5s to hit. Oh, it's a hit. 2s to wound. Instant death, but 6-up cover save because you've gone to ground.
No.
So +2 to the first roll. Oh, that's a 6, so major wounds.
Isn't that critical? Oh no, never mind.
No, you're right, that is critical, which brings you up to 7 wound tokens. Then we got 1 more, and this one's going to be +5, so most likely he's out. And exactly out, which adds 4 more wound tokens, bringing him to 11 wound tokens. And he is out. Next rocket launcher, let's target the Apothecary. 5s to hit, reroll. Oh, miss.
Whew.
That's the custom Mega Blasta, also insta-killing. 5s to hit, misses. Oh, gets hot. So I take a 6 up or a die. Oh, he survives!
Oh, come
Armor
on.
save. And one more Twin Link Rocket into the Apothecary. Hits on a 5, Twin Link. Oh, a 2's to wound, instant killing. That's 2 wounds. Now you do have...
There are guys in between, so I have a 5-up cover. Nope. That's, I needed higher than that.
Yeah.
So...
Table, but he's not tough. So just whatever you roll. 4, so that's major wounds. That's 2, and then you gotta roll again with +2 to it. 4. So he's got 4 wound tokens. But he's not out. And now the Ludas are gonna try to finish him off. D3 shots each, so 2, so 6 shots. 5s to hit, 1 hit. 2s to wound. Oh, nothing. Whew. Yeah. And these Ludas will target the Apothecary as well. And they've got 2 shots each. Snap firing because they move, so no hits. And then these boys and Burna boys over here are just going to run, so that next turn they'll hopefully be in charge range. And then he is going to charge the Apothecary 7 inches. So the weird boy charges in.
Can I overwatch with him?
Oh, you can overwatch over there, yes.
Looking for 6s.
Nothing. To start this fight, the Apothecary gets to go first. But I do have to take a fear test, leadership 7, which I passed.
2 attacks hitting on 4s. No.
Prescience, though, aren't they?
Oh,
yeah.
My librarian is dead, though. Does it still apply?
Oh, that's true, because it's targeted on him, and it's the aura. No, it targets everybody within 3 inches, I think. You know, I'm going to double check that. I double checked with the Heralds of Ruin rules for blessings, and prescience, because it targets a unit, then it actually does blanket everything within 3 inches, not just while it's alive. So you do get to reroll. 4s to hit. So 1 hit now, and you're wounding on 4s. That's a wound. 6 up armor. Oh, he saves it. Weird Boy's turn with his Force Staff, essentially, hitting on 4s. Oh.
Alright.
Okay, nothing. So you actually lost combat because I charged, and in Heralds of Ruin you get +1 for charging. But you are fearless being a black shield, so you're not going nowhere. End of Ork's turn 3. That was pretty nasty. The weird boy just moved up, Oladog, and he just looked at him and he said,
Look! They all lined up. They're getting kind of excited.
and then just like Thor and Captain America and the Avengers Age of Ultron. You remember that part?
Where he hit the shield and
Yeah, and they actually looked up and they saw them all lining up, and they're like, "Oh, they lined up. They must be getting excited." And then he goes, "Bam!" and he kills them all. That's what Oladog just did to you. Except you're the Avengers.
I was gonna say, you're saying I'm Hydra?
Well, you are the Imperium, so hail Imperium. So lots of damage there. The Orks are closing in, but at the same time, they have taken heavy losses. And maybe the 3 remaining guys, they can finish off and survive this fight. We'll have to wait and see as we go into Deathwatch, turn 4. Environmental damage table. Roll high, roll high. 8, that's boring. Hull Quake, that's the dangerous terrain one. Man, we can't roll higher than that. D3 plus 2, so 5. The first one quakes and hits all 3 looters up there. Dangerous terrain, 1s wound them and they don't take any wounds. Smack Dab hits all 3 of your Deathwatch, all those looters and the Burnas. Start with the Burnas, they're fine. And the looters, they're fine.
On Dante.
Good.
Okay. On Kratos.
Okay.
And on Warden.
Okay. Next one quakes over here, hits nothing. And the last one's here and hits nothing as well.
Kratos is going to move over here. Try
to take out the insta-killing guys?
Yeah, let's get rid of them. And Dante's going to follow suit behind him.
No psychic phase.
Ooh.
So shooting. Where do you want to shoot?
Let's fire a plasma pistol into that guy.
And I will jink.
Hitting on a 3. Nope. And then Kratos is going to fire Stormbolter into that guy.
3s to hit, bolter drill. 1 hit, and then 5s to wound.
Hey!
The 4 up armor. Takes a wound. So down to 1 wound. Phase.
Let's start with Kratos charging that.
This one?
Deathcopter, yeah.
So Overwatch. 6s. He definitely do. Oh no!
Oh no!
2s to wound. Oh, sorry. Give me the die. 2s to wound.
Oh.
That's a wound. So he's knocked down, which means he fails the charge. And you also have to roll twice on the wound table. So, first one. So that's minor, so that's 1. Or no, sorry.
That's nothing.
It's -2 because you're tough. So the second one was also -2.
Oh!
4, major, so 2 wound tokens.
And Dante's gonna try and charge this guy.
Overwatch. 6s. Miss, twin linked. Hit.
Ah, come
it's okay,
on!
he can't insta-kill him. You're toughness 5. 2's to wound, and you got a 2-up save with this guy.
Whew.
You're fine. Need a 5-inch charge. There you got it. Oh, that sucks, though.
Come here.
I'll start with this combat?
Yes, please.
Alright, I get to go first. I get to go first with my Choppa, 2 attacks hitting on 4s, and then strength 3, so wounding on 6s. Whoa, I got a wound, but you got a 2-up. 2-up, you're good.
Whew.
Your 3 attacks hitting on 3s. Sorry, 4s. Doesn't matter, you got 2 hits. And then insta-killing on... Actually, no insta-kills. You're only strength 8 against toughness 5.
Oh, okay.
So 2's to wound. You killed him, though. So 2 experience. And then you roll a 3 for your consolidate. And then in this fight, there's a fear test for my guy, leadership 7. Fails it, so he's weapon skill 1. So you're hitting me on 3s, I'm hitting you on 5s. Got 2 attacks. 1 hit. No prescience at this point because you've passed the psychic phase. And wounding on 4s. That's a wound with a 6-up save.
Fail, 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 fail! Yes!
Failed. Then I'll hit you back with my Force Staff. 3 attacks hitting on 5s. Nothing. So I lose combat by 1, so leadership's down to 6. And I make it. Which is good, because I can't shoot you. In your turn, you've wounded the weird boy. He took out one of the Deathcopters, but the other one didn't jink because it didn't need to.
No.
And your own guy went down. So it's in trouble. I just got to see if I can gun down your champion this turn with all the extra firepower. He's got a 2-up save, so, and I can't insta-kill him with his strength 8. But since this guy can't do anything next turn, I might as well try to take down your champion. So let's see if I can do it in Ork's turn. Oh, it will not die, sorry. So it will not die on this guy first, 5+.
Nope.
And your champion?
No.
No. Orks, turn 4. Environmental table? 9! Explosion. That's a strength 5 AP 3 large blast. 3+3 locations for this one. 6 locations! The first one's right here, scatters 2d6. Oh, direct hit. Next one is right here, scattering 6 inches this way. That'll not hit anything. Sorry, it should have been a large blast, but it still doesn't hit anything. The next one's right here. Direct hits. We hit 3 of them. 2's to wound. Oh, 1 dies. Third or fourth one's right here. Direct hit. It hits this guy, the Deathcopter. 4's to wound. He's dead.
Oh, thank you.
And there it goes. And the last one is right here. Oh, that's not going to hit anybody. It's going this way. Wound phase. We're just going to turn and look at the champion. And these Ludas will move over here to look at Z champion. Deathcopter, looking at the champion. Burnas will move up. And boys will move up. I'm going to skip the psychic phase because they're all witchfires and I'm locked in combat, so I can't use them. Burna hits both of them, and this Burna hits neither. 4 is to wound on the guy that's down. Takes a wound.
3 up.
Good. And Dante on a 5, he's fine. War track into Dante, hitting on a 5, twin link. Nothing. Deathcopter into Dante. 5's to hit, twin linked. That's a hit. 2's to wound. That's a wound.
2 up armor.
Fine. Custom Mega Blaster, which is AP 2. 5 to hit, not twin linked. Ludas at Dante. D3, 1 each. 5's to hit, 1 hit. 2's to wound with a 2 up save. Can you make it?
Yes.
These Ludas will be snap firing. D3 shots each, 3 shots each. 6's to hit, nothing. They're going to run these Ork boys so that next turn for sure they are in combat. It's too bad there's no... And the Burnas. 1 assault right here. Fear test. Leadership 7. Oh, I'm afraid again.
And Warden attacks first, hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s.
That's right. Oh! And then I hit back with 3 attacks on 5s. And then I wound you on 2s thanks to my staff being strength 6. Oh, yay. Okay.
And after that, Warden's going to hit and run and try and get out of there. So, initiative test. He passes.
Fix it. Which way is it going to go?
Let's go that way. So
You don't want to go that way and get towards the guys?
No, because if I run into them, that's a bad thing. Run this way, I run away from them, which loses their bubble. So I'm going to go this way instead.
So 11 inches. So he zips over here. And I'll consolidate 6 inches. Urgh. So there, really no damage was done. I didn't hurt you at all, shooting or close combat. And you didn't hurt me at all, shooting or close combat. So, fun turn. Deathwatch, turn 5. Rolling on the environmental table. 8 again. That's a hull quake, so that's a dangerous terrain. D3 plus 2 locations. We got 4. First one hits here, which hits all these guys in the back. 2 burners in the back. They're fine. Squad of 5. Oh, actually take a wound. 6 up save. And it's a knob on a 5. Nope, so just one guy dies. And the one guy. Oh, he takes a wound. 6 plus. He's dead too. That's the most we've seen it kill yet. 2 boys. And that hits the Weirdboy and 2 of your Deathwatch guys. Weirdboy on a 1. Oh! 6 up save! And he goes down! Everything quakes around him. And he gets half buried. Now what about you?
Alright, Dante.
Oh! 2 up save. It's good.
And then Kratos.
He's fine. Oh, the next one lands right on top of these guys, hitting all and even one of the Ludas. 1 Luda? Nope. Defkopta? He's fine. 2 burners out front, 2 burners in the back, 3 guys in the squad. Oh, 6 up save. One of them dies. The knob in the squad. 3 guys in the other squad. Oh! 2 of them die. This whole place is shaking up. 1 of them dies, and 2 of these guys die. Just like that. And the last one doesn't hit anybody. But still, that was a big hull quake taking on a lot of the orcs right here.
Yeah.
He has to stand up, but he doesn't get to do anything this turn except Snapfire his Stormbolter.
So Dante's gonna come over here and just grab this. Come here, buddy. I'll dig you up. Warden's gonna follow right behind. Skipping the psychic phase because I lost my Lexicanum, so I'm gonna have Kratos Snapfire into these 2 burners. And 6s. Oh. Then I'm gonna have Dante Plasma Pistol the jet bike. And hitting on a 3. Hey, you actually hit 1.
Yay! Oh, sorry, I'm jinking.
Oh, okay.
And then 2s to wound. And 4 up cover. Saved.
And bolt pistol from here into one of the Ludas. Hitting on a 3.
Hits, wounds on a 4.
Hey!
That's a wound. That's it, so right to the assault phase. Who's declaring what charge?
I'm going to start off. I will have the Warden Apothecary assault the Ludas.
So the Ludas will overwatch, as will the mech. Let's do the mech first, and on a 6. Nope. And then D3 shots for the Ludas. 1 each. 6s to hit, nothing. What's your charge distance? That's definitely in. So you're way closer than 9 inches.
And then Dante will charge the jet bike.
And everybody's going to overwatch him. And the Defkopta hitting on 6s. Oh, he wounds on a 2. Oh, no wound. And we got 4 Sluggas, wounded on 5s. Nothing. 4 Wall of Flame, so 2, 4, 6, 7 hits. 5s to wound, 2 wounds, but you got a 2 up, 4 up against this because you're Iron Hands with an Apothecary nearby. Uh-oh. 4 up. Oh, no experience for the Apothecary. Brings him down to 1 wound. Charge, right?
Yep.
No problem at all. 8 inches. 1 wound, though. Want to start off against the Defkopta?
Yes, please.
Alright, so the Defkopta hits first. And 2 attacks, hitting on 4s, wounding on 6s. Nothing.
3 attacks hitting on 3s.
Ooh, 2 hits. 2s to wound. You kind of don't want to kill him. There you go. Because it locks you in combat. But I do lose combat by 2. Because you charged and I lost 1 wound. So leadership 5 only. Oh, I made it! lucky you. And then the fight, Apothecary gets to go first. And fear test, I make it.
Apothecary attacks, hitting on 4s.
Oh, I didn't pass or fail that fear test. And then 4s to wound. Nope. Then I have 2 attacks each back, hitting on 4s. Oh, only 1, and wounding on 5s. That's a wound. 3 up. Save. So you win that combat by 1, so my leadership is down to 6. I fail it, but mob rule let me stay there on a 1. Nope. So now we're going to see if you catch me. Initiative 2, I'm up to 8, and you're 4, up to 6, so I get away, although not likely to do much when I regroup, so I run away 7 inches. So they're going to run this way, leaving your Apothecary out in the open. Ruh-roh. He's going to consolidate 3 inches. Where are you going to hide? You got Luda's up there.
I'm gonna
you got this thing.
Into cover a little bit.
Just make sure you keep giving everybody your bubble.
Yep.
Whew. So you didn't kill anything.
It will not die. Try and...
Yeah, 5+. Get a wound back. There you go. He's back up to 2. And it will not die. You can either give him another wound back up to 2, or you can knock out 2 wound tokens. But or you can just fail it and nothing happens. Orks, turn 5. Environmental table again. Nothing. Our very first boring result. Regroup the Ludas. Leadership 7. They regroup. At least 3-inch movement. Berna's coming through. Not sure where this boy is going to go. I'm going to put him right here. I'm going to have the knob with Power Claw come after your champion. He senses a good combat right there. And these Bernas will come over here. We're going to fire the Twin Link rocket launcher into Dude Buddy right here. Kratos, thank you. Hit on a 5. Oh! 2s, insta-killing. Oh, no!
This is going to go to ground so I can hopefully get this 6 up and not die. Nope. Oh. So, damage chart and low? Nope.
Oh, major, so +2.
Ugh. +2 to the result?
Yeah. Oh, he's dead! He's got 8 wound tokens and he's dead. Ludas will snap fire at your Apothecary. D3 shots each, so 2 each. 6s to hit, 1 hit. 2s to wound, that's a wound.
3 up armor. Oh, 5 up feel no pain. There we go.
Experience. Mech with custom Mega Blasta is gonna fire. Hitting on a 5. No. Oh, gets hot. 6+. He's dead. Woohoo! Assault phase, these 2 Bernas are going to charge your Apothecary.
I will overwatch. Lone bolt pistol, hitting on a 6.
Nope. Charging 7 inches, I think we're in. And this boy will charge, and this boy and the knob will charge. These Bernas will charge. I should re-roll that one. Yeah, 8 inches. Let's start with this fight to get rid of your feel no pain. Fear check. I am not afraid. Ooh. You're in trouble.
Hitting first, hitting on 4s. 1 hit, and wounding on a 4. 1 wound.
Oh, you're going to help because these are power weapon hits that are going to be hitting back with 6. So 1 dies. Experience your Apothecary. The other one has 3 attacks in the charge, hit on 4s. Oh, but it's a power weapon, wounding on 4s thanks to Furious Charge. AP 3. Oh, that's a wound. So you have feel no pain.
Okay, 5 up, feel no pain.
Can you make it? No!
Oh! 4 to the die roll here.
Yeah, you're not tough. Boom!
Oh, come on!
He's down for the count. The knob with the Power Claw is going to issue a challenge.
I will accept.
You have to because you're by yourself. So these are all the boys attacking back, including the Burner boys. The AP 3 on the Burners won't matter, so I'll just lump them all together. 4s to hit. Oh. And 5s to wound. 3 wounds.
And 2 up armor. That's good.
He's fine. Def Copta hits on 4s. Nothing. So my knob hits you at the same time as you hitting me. Why don't you go first? You got your 2 attacks on the champion, hitting on 3s against my knob, and then wounding on 2s. And the knob is dead, plus another guy, because you insta-kill the knob with those hits. But the knob hits you 4 times as he goes down. Hitting on 4s. That's right. And he's going to wound on 2s, because he's strength 9 on the charge. 3 wounds. And no Apothecary.
So
no saves.
6 up, feel no pain.
Oh, yeah, you got... Well, don't... Yeah, you might as well roll them all. Yeah. Roll them all.
Hey!
Save 1. So he's down to 0 wounds. He has to roll once on the table, which he's tough, so -2. So he's 3, so he's minor wounds. He's got 1 wound token on him. So you lost combat by 1. So leadership down to 8. You made it. And that's the end of turn 5. And we are doing random game turns to determine whether or not your guy would get incapacitated. So if the game ends here, then everybody would doggy pile on him and basically just keep him from being able to get away. And it wouldn't be a Deathwatch victory, which would make it even harder for your guys to stay alive. So, but I think, though, if you can make this game continue on to turn 6, maybe into turn 7, that your guy could single-handedly kill most of the rest of the guys.
I think so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, with your 2 up being toughness 5. You only have 2 attacks, but, you know, he can survive the rest of them pretty well. Maybe win combat and make them all run away.
Yep.
So, 3+, the game continues. It continues. Deathwatch, turn 6. How bad does the table get environmental damage? Nothing! Again, it's not going to help you. Straight to the assault phase. Because you got nothing else to do, right?
Nope.
All my guys go first, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 6s. We got 1 wound, 2 up save with a 6 up feel no pain. Now you're fine. Flash back at. There's 1 guy here, 1 guy here, 1 guy here, and 2 guys here. You want to go for the double kill to see if everybody else will run?
Yeah, let's do that.
So against the 2 Burnus, hitting on 3s. Nope, you're only going to kill 1, maybe. 2's to wound. Alright, so you killed 1. So I lose combat by 1, so a bunch of leadership checks. Defcopta, leadership 6. He's running, but he stays on a 1. Nope. 1 Ork Boy, he's staying. 2 the other Ork Boy, also staying. And the Burner Boy is running, but stays on a 1. Nope, he's gone. Defcopta goes 10 inches. So towards the nearest side table edge. And the burner will go 7 inches. And that ends your turn. So you got It Will Not Die.
Ah!
So you want to take a wound back, or do you want to take the 1 wound token off?
1 wound token I'm not that worried about, so I'm going to give myself a wound back.
So you go back up to 2 wounds. This guy is not going down. Orks, turn 6. See if this guy can regroup on leadership 7, and he does. And this one has to regroup on double 1s because he's below 25%. Actually, no, he's 1 of the 3, so he's above it. So he still fell, and runs an additional 6 inches. 6 inches, and the Deathcopter will just turn around and regroup. Ludas will move in, getting ready to engage him in combat. The Burna. These Ludas will move over in case they can shoot him next turn, if there is a next turn. And I'm just going to charge in. Those are your tokens. This is the 1 Ludas token. All the guys that charge, so they'll be strength 4, and they're hitting on 4s. And 5s to wound. Oh, 2 wounds.
Up armor save.
Oh, you're fine. And the 2 at strength 3, hitting on 4s and 6s to wound. Nothing.
I'm going to attack the Ludas. So
Yeah.
hitting on 3s.
So you can do more wounds. Oh, never mind. You're only going to do 1 wound.
And on 2.
You kill 1.
Yep.
And we'll take the one that's already been wounded. So
No.
we only actually do 1 wound. So I lose by 1. So we actually tie because I get +1 for the charge. And you got +1 for killing a guy. And that's the end of turn 6. So I'm still surrounding you. So if the game ends, then I capture you. And we'll work with that narrative-wise. And if it continues, you have another chance to make them all run and possibly get your objective. 4+. We go to turn 7, which is the final, finishing, last epic turn. Oh, the game is over! Which means it's not a Deathwatch victory, which means your Salamander guy is definitely dead, because he needed a double 1 with a Deathwatch victory, because Deathwatch victory gives you a -1 on the table. But no, at least you don't have to roll on the character death table for this guy.
That's good.
But we're going to find out what happens to Quirk's Deathwatch team in a few missions, because we're going to see Steve next, and then Dave, and then we'll see Quirk again, and we'll do the follow-up to this part of the story. But first, let's look at upgrades as well as character deaths. Actually, character deaths first, then upgrades. So first off, Prometheus. He needs to roll a 1 or less on 2 dice to stay alive.
So, no.
Yeah, because he's got, he had 16 on him, I think.
Yep.
He's tough, so that becomes 14. There's an apothecary, so that becomes 13.
And a victory would have made it 12.
Oh, wait. No, he had 17 on him. Whatever he had,
Yeah.
it required a double 1 if you won. So Prometheus is slain, our first Deathwatch casualty. Well, it's only game 2, but still. Next, we have the Librarian. who's got 11 wound tokens on him. Now he's tough, so that becomes 9. And there's an apothecary, so that becomes 8. And yeah, so now you gotta roll 2 dice. On a 7+, he's dead. 15+ kills him.
Ugh.
So go ahead and roll it. 6. So he's majorly wounded. So he's gonna start at only 1 wound next game with 4 wound tokens on him. But he is alive. So we're gonna notate that and continue. Next, we have Kratos, who's got 8, but we get -3, -2 for model being tough, and -1 for an apothecary. So he's down to 5. And so roll 2 dice. Remember, 15 is a death, so 10 or higher, and he's dead. Oh no, he's dead! And so Kratos goes down, and the pendant that he was wearing that had meshed with him actually just releases itself and becomes available to be attached again. I'm worried about your apothecary, who does not have tough, so his 8 only becomes a 7. So an 8 or higher, and he is dead. 6! He's alive with major wounds. So he's going to start at 1 wound and 4 wound tokens next game. Looking at upgrades, which guys have upgraded? How many experience? Because you don't get any experience for winning.
No. So level up will be.
Is he leveled up yet?
No, he needs 3 more experience to level
3
up.
more experience. What about your Lexicanum?
Lexicanum, it's at 20 or it's 25 for level 2.
25 for level 2.
So he does not level up.
Or level 3, sorry.
Okay. So it's just the warden then. My apothecary gets.
And he leveled up to level 2 because he didn't hit level 2 last time. So we'll roll for him. First, how many attributes? Anything but a 6 is 1. So 1. Then we need D6 6, so it'll be 32, and he gains It Will Not Die.
Huh.
And
Sweet.
He doesn't already have that, right?
Nope.
Okay. So your guys are just getting all the tough bonuses. So It Will Not Die. So unfortunately, 2 of your guys did die. So the rule for this is he has to get 2 new guys. Now, both of them were just regular guys, right?
Yeah, they're just regular brothers.
So they have to be replaced by Battle Brothers. So no specialist guys. And they can't just be replaced. So you're not allowed to bring Imperial Fists or Salamanders. And Stormbolter's fine, but no Heavy Flamer, no special weapons that you just had. Now, if next game he loses guys, he could bring back a Salamander with a Heavy Flamer. So this guy could be used again, possibly. We just don't want you to be like, a guy dies, I'll just replace him with a level 1 version, because he's just level 2, so it's not that big a loss. So that'll be your job for the next time, is to create a couple new guys. and see what happens to your squad. And so you have to stay tuned to find out what actually is the ultimate fate of Quirk's Deathwatch squad. And also, you can go right now into the vault to see if Steve fares any better against his objective, which you're going to have to find out at the link below. So go ahead and click that and get access to that. If you're not a vault member, you can click it and get a 7-day free trial, get instant access to everything in the vault right away. And you don't have to wait for the trial to be over to get access to everything. And yeah, see the fate of these Deathwatch guys. So thanks so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more Deathwatch narrative campaign. Happy wargaming!